We've just finished doing the paperwork on buying the land next to our house, and now we're doing the paperwork for the building permit. So this isn't too much of a hassle because they get approved quite quickly and it doesn't really cost too much. So I think that's all they need. So I draw this up and this should be everything that they need. So really I don't need to spend 20,000 on getting an architect to draw a plan and then do all that kind of thing. I just draw it myself, and yeah, it's just nice and simple. We've just finished doing the paperwork for a building permit, and we've just bought this property. So the owner, both of them had to travel all the way from Bangkok to come here and sign the paperwork, and we are ready to build. It's been almost 2 months without rain, and then when we're just about to build, it rained last night. So that's why we decided to just put everything over there, because they can't drive in now. Everything's all soft and squishy, especially for a heavy truck. Maybe a ute can go in, but definitely not a big fat truck with loads on their back of them. It's the first day of construction, and the builders are just marking out the base. So we're going to concrete pad the base later on, but we'll just focus on building the house at the moment. Because it's been raining for the last couple of days, the workers had to leave a little bit early because they are drying out the rice. It's actually rice harvesting season at the moment, and they dry out the rice out in a paddock somewhere, and the rain falls down, so they've got to go out and rescue the rice. Last week the builder was in Bangkok, helping out his brother, doing some project there. So now and then we will have, I expect to have a little bit of setback, but we're in no hurry to do this as long as it's done before my parents come. So we've got about 3 to 4 months to build, and they said that they're going to do it in 2 months anyway. So like anything else, like always, the build will always start with marking it out and doing the post. Middle of the night, and we just had a bit of rain came down, and it was good because now I know how much to topsoil around here. So I'll just show you my trench that I built, why I built it. So over across the road there's a pond, a very big pond, and when it rains hard it gets over flooded, and then it starts coming down to my neighbours, to our neighbours over there, and then it'll start flowing down. and that's the amount of water that's coming down now. So I made this trench, and the purpose of the trench is to keep the water away from this land. So as you can see, it's pretty dry. It's not too bad. Like before I made this trench, this would be all covered in water, because the water would have came all the way down to here and straight into the property. So the trench goes all the way along the side, and it's doing a fantastic job. There are some water still over here, but a little bit of topsoil will fix that, like here. It's just only a foot, you know, it's just only that much, which is not much at all. So not much topsoil needed. But yeah, the trench goes all the way across, and then it goes to the driveway, which I've been working on. So this driveway is a little bit flooded because this is the low point. So I'm guessing maybe about 3 more trucks. So far I just only put 1 truck down. So maybe 3 more trucks to finish off this driveway. And this is the trench here. It's getting stuck around there, which I'll have to fix later on. And then it goes down to the stormwater pipe, which I've installed, which is over here, and it goes all the way around over to that road. So this is where it drains out to. So it goes from all the way down to there, underneath there, and it should just finish off here. Steel's just been dropped off. I'm guessing that these steel will be for the post, and some of that will be the framework. So the builders are off site at the moment. They're still working on our build, but they're just making the posts, the steel post for the concrete that goes around the area. They're just making that off site, and then once they're finished they'll come over here and drop it off. They can't do any work because it's just a little bit flooded, just by a foot or so. So if there's no rain in the afternoon, or there's no rain today, this water should just be all gone and they can start working on it again. So this is day 2 of the build. So I'm just going to record, I'm just going to do a vlog on building this tiny house, just in case 1 or 2 people are interested in the build. And it's going to be interesting for them, or for me, to record step-by-step process, just in case anybody else wants to build a tiny house kind of like our one.